Yo, what's up guys? Alright, so for today's video, we're gonna hop into another stage of the Battle-Hardened Formidable Foes event. This time we're gonna be going into stage number 4. No category missions for it quite yet. That's not gonna be until stage 9 and stage 10. So for now, we're just handling it however we want. So let's go in, take a look at, let's see here. Yeah, Movie Edition Part 2. Stage 4. So, stage details, let's look at this. So there's going to be 4 battles like there typically is in this event here. Phase 1 of Battle 2 here. It's against Metal Cooler. He's immune against Sealing, but you can stun and lower his attack. He gets 10% attack and defense with each attack received up to 100%. She has an other type super. Phase 2, immune to Sealing and Stunning. He lowered your ki by 2, you can attack lower him, other type super. Now Battle 2, let's see, Phase 1 against Android 13. He disables dodge, and he can't be sealed, but you can stun him. He has a ki blast super right there. And then Fusion Android 13, immune against sealing, stunning, and he has another type super. Battle 3, Phase 1, immune against sealing, attack plus 20% with each turn pass up to 100%, okay? But you can lower his attack and stun him. Ki blast super, Phase 2, immune to sealing, stunning. He has the damage threshold, and he gets 10% damage reduction with each turn pass up to 30% there. Now Battle 4 versus Bojack, Phase 1, gets 40% defense when HP is 49% or less. Enemy's defense must, minus 50% starting from the 3rd turn, okay? He's immune against stunning, other type super. Well, no, that's a ki blast super, my bad. And then full power Bojack, the last phase here. He's immune against sealing, stunning. Let's see here. Damage reduction rate raised before receiving 7 attacks. So seems that once you do those 7 attacks, then he has less damage reduction. And 30% attack with each attack received up to 200%. So seems like he's a lot stronger defensively at the start. But then he gets a lot stronger offensively the more hits you do to him. So ki blast super there. So alright, we'll go ahead and use this team right here. So I think it'll be a fun idea because we use like all the characters from the movies, and I'm just kidding, I'm not actually using this. I'm actually using this team right here, Giant Ape Power. I know the previous video I was like, oh, let's use a character from each arc. And it's like, that would be a fun idea if like we had good enough characters to take on this event. But yeah, we're gonna be using the Giant Ape Power team. I think this could be capable enough, I think. One thing in terms of rotations is, because we're gonna be bringing double AGL SS4 Goku, slot 1 would be Giant Ape Vegeta for one rotation. Slot 1 for the other rotation would be probably the physical SS4s, maybe interchange with like one of the AGL SS4s, and then floaters would just be the SS4 Vegito, the GT Goku, and the GT Vegeta. So got 2 Rainbow Orb Changers going to be helping out Orbs with a lot. Orbs with a lot, you know what I'm trying to say, help out with Orbs a lot. Yeah, this Vegito, I mean, he is kind of old, but as long as we're not going against, I mean, how many tech enemies are we facing? Just 1, so he should be okay in terms of like typing. At least being type neutral against some phases. And he's going to have a massive 60% damage reduction on his own for the first 6 turns. But then whenever we actually get AGL SS4 out, then we get that damage reduction support. So that'd be pretty good. Let's just hop in, see what we're looking at here. I think this team should be capable enough to take things on. So, alright, we're not going to have an intro here because we're not going to be fighting against a Goku at any point. So we're not really, oh, we got this guy. I kind of forgot he had the intro. It's pretty good. I like it. And thankfully, gosh, I remember whenever he first came out, he didn't have a voice line on Global, but thankfully they added that in at some point. So, let's see. Having Saiyan Roar will give us a lot of stats. Yeah, 25% attack and 10% defense. And then as for Vegeta, just sharing a royal lineage, that's not too important of a link. Just 2 ki and 5% attack. That's not all that important. So we'll run Saiyan Roar for right now. Let's see, we can do this right here. Get 3 ki. whenever Vegeta gets hit. Get that, and then at least want 5 orbs, you know? Yeah, let's just get the bare minimum 5 right there, because that'll give him the guard when he's attacking. Alright, so yeah, Vegeta gets his key there. He's handling these normals just fine. I doubt normals are ever going to be a problem for Vegeta. Especially being put in slot 1. I'm really wondering if any of these battle-hardened formidable foes fights, if they're ever going to be like locking, because that can get in the way of rotations a lot. Alright, so Vegeta got the super attack, so he's got a lot of defense at this point. He's probably going to be handling the super pretty well. Yep, double digits, that's good. Because he gets a lot of defense, not only from his super attack effect, but also in his passive skill as well, when he does an 18 key super. That's at least how it was before EZA, and I think that's still how it is. Stay hydrated, folks, it's very important. Very much so. Alright, so this guy is going to be type neutral and 60% damage reduction, and I think like his defense stat after like performing a super attack, he doesn't get any defense from his super attack effect, but from his passive skill, it should be probably within like the 800-900k range, something like that. So 60% damage reduction, 800k defense. I mean, of course we've seen better nowadays, but that should be decent enough. Look at this guy going crazy. We only gave him 5 orbs and he's hitting kind of hard, huh? And he's critting a lot. Well, if that would have been a super, he probably would have just finished. That's okay, we'll go on and we're gonna have an intro this next turn with the physical FOES. Awesome. I still love seeing that intro, even like, what, like 3 years later? It's still so good. Alright, we're definitely gonna go ahead and do this. Sharing 6 out of 7 links, that's just so good. They only want, I think, like 8 orbs in their base form for the max amount of like nuking stats. Just take a quick look at that. Yeah, for every key sphere obtained, 10% attack and defense up to 77%, so 8 orbs at max for that. But I mean, it's not like it's gonna really matter too much. We'll at least get like a stack here for them. And then, sure, we'll get these 5 orbs. I've been playing burst mode a couple times just for fun, and like I just see like type disadvantage orbs, and I'm just like naturally trying to avoid it at this point. But no, I don't have to worry about that in most events. It's mostly just burst mode if you have that thing enabled. So we got a 16 million attack stat. I mean, they probably are gonna finish. That's a pretty high attack stat. Yeah, that's okay. Now we're moving on to this last phase. The good thing about getting the physical SS4s turn 2 is that like once we get them turn 4, we can just automatically transform with them right away, which probably what we're gonna do. So as for Vegeta, we can go for this right here. I'm not really much of in a rush to get same type orbs or anything like that to build the Dokkan bar. Okay, we'll go ahead and get these SCO orbs. Orbs. Because yeah, this guy, SS3, GT Goku, even in SS4 as well, the more key you get, the better the stats are. That's not orbs, that's like key, like the key wheel. So, let's go ahead and do this. That's all good. Now, let's see where super attack would be at. I wonder if, how SS4 Vegeta would handle it. Another idea for this team would be to bring, the physical SS4 Vegito. But I don't think it's going to be as good. He does have a super attack counter, but it's only a 50% chance to activate. In normals, it might actually be a problem for him. That's one thing to worry about. So, this guy's build, I do have him at 90%, but I think I haven't built full additional secondary dodge. That was before I was really all too worried about like going like full dodge on a couple characters. I mean, at least helps out in easy A's, just having a very high likelihood to get additional super. And he takes the super here. But I think I'm going like full additional secondary dodge with him. And he takes over 800k. Well, at least we get to see how he takes supers, huh? We'll try that again. And just hop back in the same way. If he gets us killed again, maybe I could try to swap in some other character. I'm not really sure who else. We kind of just need one more character for a Giant 8 power. which we probably should be getting at some point soon. I wonder why. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna wanna... let's float off the SS4s. I think that'd be a good idea. Get their transformation out as soon as we can. There we go, got that first hit there we can do. Get him up to 18 key. And then... Alright, got at least 5 orbs there. That's all good. But I don't... Wait, hold on. What does Goku get with the 5 orbs? It's just additional super attack. Okay. So it's not like he's getting, like... I mean, I guess he is getting better stats because he does greatly raise attack and defense on his super attack effects, but... you know, go ahead and get those 7 orbs. Alright, let's see. Vegeta takes a super right away. So, let's see how he goes before attacking. How he handles this. He's got like guard and 60% damage reduction. Takes that fine enough. Especially since this is like right away before we've done any attacks to Metal Cooler. So we're going to try to see if we can avoid getting hit by a super this time around. I was initially thinking of a team. I brought this up in my previous video, I think, at some point. Which I know that video was kind of long. It was like almost 2 hours. But I did think of an idea of running like double physical SS4s. Because once you get to turn 4, you basically just have Scouter for the rest of the fight. Which sounds broken. Because as long as you run them on opposite rotations, and that worked out really well. So, maybe I could do that for a future stage in Battle-Hardened Formidable Foes, just running double physical SS4s with their leader skills, GT Heroes and Fuse Fighters, which, I mean, that's not the craziest leader skill nowadays. I mean, especially with, like, Tech Vegito having Earth-Protecting Heroes, Pure Saiyans, and Fuse Fighters. That's an insane leader skill, especially with the stats that it gives. And unfortunately, one thing that is a little disappointing about the 7th anniversary LRs getting easy ace is that they didn't bump up their leader skill stats at all. They just gave an extra key to the extra 30%. Which, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of predicted that like about like a year or so ago when I was just wondering what they would do. I shouldn't have even said anything. Maybe I jinxed it. I don't have any proof that I said it, but it's all fun. Alright, so they should be finishing off here, which maybe a little early for that. Oh well, it's okay. We'll try to make do. What's this rotation looking like? Kind of bad, honestly. Oh my god, especially the key. Oh goodness. Alright, well at least skip this right here. The friend is rainbowed, or no, the friend is not rainbowed actually. How many dupes? 79. I mean, that's acceptable. Has a lot better defense than mine, that's for sure. Trying to figure out how we can get as much key as possible with mine right there. Should I open up the tech orbs here? No, that didn't really work. Well, it's okay, he just has one attack to deal with. You just have to get lucky with dodge, bro. Okay. 70% dodge in this base form. You just need that to pop off right here. Oh my god, really? Okay, he actually handles that pretty well. I'm actually surprised we lived that. It was just after he attacks and all that, but with all that extra stats from like having all the key that I showed earlier, that is when attacking, so that does help. And yeah, of course this guy better be fine against normals. Alright, so mine here, he is at least going to be in a super attack. And let's see, oh okay, I think that's some potential there. Alright, now we're at turn 3. I mean, sure, yeah, we can do that. I don't think there's much of a problem. I don't think it really matters whether we float off GT Vegeta or GT Goku. I mean, they're kind of interchangeable. I mean, yeah, Vegeta's better defensively, but whatever. Let's go ahead and do the giant ape here. Might as well get it in the video here. Alright, cool. Now we'll just... whatever. I'm not too worried about dealing the most amount of damage. Sure, we can just do a good bit of ki, because the 18 ki obviously is going to hit harder. Yeah, it has a higher, massively raised attack temporarily, while the 12 ki greatly raised attack temporarily. Okay. So, I don't want to screw us over with orbs entirely, so I'll get these, SCR orbs, right? Well, that single SCR orb there. That'll be fun. And we'll see if we, waste this super attack this turn. 16 million, yeah, giant apes are starting to hit, like giant forms and all that, they're starting to hit pretty hard now. So that's good to see. And they're actually doing, like, competitive damage, even for, like, normal characters. This giant form should have a 50% chance to go on for a second turn, which I seemingly never get. I want to double check to see if that's even a thing, because like I feel like I've never seen it. Alright, whatever. So here's an idea, is that he didn't do a super attack, by the way, so that's something to keep an eye on. I do want to try to avoid healing too much. Okay, that's fine. Because maybe here's the thing. This SS3 Goku, his active skill to transform can be activated when HP is 70% or less, or starting from the 5th turn from start of battle. So if we go through the entirety of this stage with like under 70% HP, we'll just have that out as soon as we can. By the way, do they like need a whole bunch of rainbow orbs for anything? So they make rainbow orbs, but they just need any type of orb. I mean, that helps. That like they create it and that like not picky towards needing it or anything. So that's good. Alright, so here's the super. It might... Is it gonna kill, actually? Oh, yeah, of course. Goodness, not having a great start. Alright. Try again. We'll turn off intros again. Hop back in. We're just getting unlucky. That's really what's going on. Sure, I kind of would want to see if like a super can hit us in slot 2. Because I don't imagine Vegito would like die from it. Or unless maybe we should just... Because we saw how well Vegito handled against the metal cooler, so... How about I just do this, just to be safer? I don't want to chance him getting hit by a super attack again, so we'll just float him off. 9 orbs is pretty good. That's going to be dealing a heck of a lot of damage there. Got only a few link skills up, but it's alright. Thankfully he doesn't need ki very much, and he's got a lot of ki as it is. So 15 million here. I'm trying to hit Vegeta. I just love how dependable of a character this Vegeta is. I mean, he kind of is just like an alternate version of like Beast Gohan. In a way, as long as you put him slot 1. In slots 2 or 3, like he is better offensively, but he misses out on guard. Well, no, he always has guard. It's just that he misses out on a bit more damage reduction. But yeah, I think depending on the fight, you could potentially get away with him going in slot 2 or 3. So this GT Goku doing a crap ton of damage, 23 million attack stats. And yeah, their very first turn, their GT Super Saiyans, they do a lot of super attacks, which then makes it easier for them to do their active skill, which I still haven't, ever since they got their EZ, I still haven't really used their active skill yet. So I'd like to see like how much damage it could do. Because I remember on release when they came out Golden Week 2021, their active skills were really bad in terms of like using them. Of course, the animations are amazing. I love them, especially their KO screens. But you almost got to never see the KO screen in game. All right, so Vegito got the finish there. We didn't take any damage, so this turn's probably going to be a little bit of a struggle. We can try this. I feel safer putting them slot 1. Because they do have 77% damage reduction and guard, so they can handle slot 1. And the friend, I'm gonna assume should be fine. Let's give the friend those physical orbs. Bro, I can't even hit 18 key. Oh well, it's whatever. Alright, so watch, he's gonna super attack and we're gonna fail a dodge and it's gonna be fun all over again. But I mean, last time he didn't handle us so bad. I forgot how much key we had gotten for him though. I think we had gotten to 18 key, but I don't know if we're at like... I think we were at 23 key actually, if I remember correctly. So... Of course, the Physical S4 is going to be fine in slot 1. They're very dependable. Excuse me. Trying to stay hydrated, okay? How many times I've mentioned in this video how much I love cold water? I don't know, but it's worth bringing up every time. Alright, so mine hitting a 17 million there. Actually crit on that, that's cool. And the friend hits only 7.8, but that's because we failed to hit at least 18 key. So, alright, there's a super, and they dodge, that's good. That's all we need. Alright, I think it's pretty safe to say we'll make it through this turn. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, maybe GT Goku could be hurt by a super attack from Cooler. Only having like 40% damage reduction. He does get a lot of defense stats, so best to not underestimate that. But GT Vegeta is going to be having damage reduction with guard. Let's see. I like to avoid same type orbs actually, because I don't really think I'm going to need the Dokkan attack too soon. Once we take damage, I like to stay at like low HP, rather than like trying to hurry up and heal from a Dokkan attack. Alright, there we go. Once we get to turn 4, it's basically over. So, alright, here's GT Vegeta hitting 21 million. Definitely not too bad for a defensive character. Yeah, they did a really good job with these EZAs. Like, they're not like undisputed like best EZAs, the GT Vegeta and GT Goku, but they just help out Giant Ape powers so much that like they're designed very well. Alright, so if he takes a super here, then he should be okay. Doesn't seem like it. Nice little dodge. I think I did adjust their hidden potential build actually. I think I did go full dodge, secondary additional. No need to go crit because they do have crit in their passive. I don't even... Okay, we're not even gonna make it to next turn. They're just that strong. Okay. That's fine. I mean, the one disappointing thing about that though is that we are gonna... Assuming that we're gonna keep physical SS4s on rotation, we're not gonna be able to transform with them for a while till like turn 5, because there's no way I'm wanting to float them here. No way. So, this is a tricky thing here. So, he cancels dodge, which is AGL SS3 Goku's like main thing there. So, let's be sure to get him at like max key. Let's get those 7 orbs, see if, yeah, this should work right here, huh? Let's do this. And then we can just... God, why is this key always so good? He does give himself 3 key. I mean, the leader skill is what, 4 key? Yeah, it's 4 key. I mean, yeah. And, prepare for battle. I guess 2 key. So, that dude's always just sitting at max key, which is good. Alright, so, yep, disables dodge, so we're not gonna be able to do that. I'd like to think that this phase wouldn't like kill AGLSS4 Vegito. And also, it's a good thing that we're gonna be floating them because Might not want to be dealing with the tech phase with him on rotation. Alright, so if anyone want to take a super here, maybe... I mean, the first two characters, Fizzle SS4s and AGL SS4. I like someone to count how many times I say SS4 in this video. The term SS4, because it's just almost a good portion of the team. Okay guys, I get it. You guys are strong. Okay. Hit a 24 million attack, that's mine at 55%. That is a really high attack stat for a 55% character. And of course they should be fine against normals here. Guarding, so that's good. Kind of does seem like SS4 Vegito might get hit by a super. Okay. I don't think they're going to be finishing off. They don't do that much damage. Their damage was very good on release, which I'm happy by, but it's been quite a while since then. Yep, of course. Alright, let's see how he takes it. Okay. You know what? I'm okay with that, because then we could transform with AGL's 4 right away. Maybe it would have been preferable if we took a little bit less, but that's okay. So, but he doesn't like heal or anything, right? I don't think he does, if I remember correctly. Like when he comes out for the first time. Wait, he does have like the healing icon there. Where's it at? Oh, when HP is 44% or less at start of turn, recovers 44% HP. It is something a little detrimental. We'll go ahead and transform with him. Let's go ahead and get the actress go animation in the video though. Okay, so, we can just do whatever in terms of orbs, because we're gonna definitely be finishing off Android 13 here, at least this first phase. The orbs don't carry over between phases, so no need to try to conserve them or anything like that. Alright, so he cancels dodge, so we can't see my meme one dodge from this guy again for the 4th time. There he goes, he just finished that off. I think it was in our previous video. Oh, we can see this. Alright, cool, moving on to the next phase. So, what I was saying a second ago, yeah, I was in a previous video that, what was it? I would have my golden giant ape, like, hold on, let me just show it here. So this is mine. I just have like a meme one dodge on him just cause, and I've seen it happen specifically in the giant ape, the golden giant ape, 3 times, once on a recording. So one of my previous videos, I have gotten that off, which is hilarious to me. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and put Giant Vegeta there in slot 1. He's getting the 10% damage reduction support from AGL SS4 there. Oh my gosh, he's got a lot of link skills up right here, AGL SS4. So Vegeta is going to be at 70% damage reduction total now, because baseline he has 20%, and then the first attack on turn he has extra 40%. So 60% plus 10, that's 70, so I'm assuming he should be okay. I want to try to get max key with AGL SS4. We'll do this right here. There we go. And then, oh yeah, we can do this. And let's see about getting orders for GT Vegeta. Yeah, let's get those 8. That'll be all good. Oh, there we go. Alright, so it gets hit right away, but he does have 10% more damage reduction, so maybe he should be handling this okay. Okay, so He does stun. We handle that pretty well. Without that 10% damage reduction, he'd probably taken like maybe 300, 400. But SS4 making up for the damage that we lose because Vegeta got stunned there. At a 36 into a 23, he is doing guaranteed crits his first turn. That's in the meantime just letting him build up his crit and his yeah, by getting hit it seems, huh? Yeah, every time he gets hit he gets more crit chance. 24 million from the Vegeta. Okay. So this is only turn 2. So yeah, we're still quite a ways away from AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. I don't think we're going to be finishing off this turn, but definitely next, for sure. Oh, you never know. If this crits, then maybe. Let's see. You got it in you? Yeah, oh my gosh. Okay. Actually, this might not have been preferable again. I don't like getting Physical SS4's turn 1. I like them slot 2. Or turn 2, I mean. That's what I mean to say. Alright, so... oh yeah, we're definitely going to be doing that, huh? Because Broly does an AoE. That could be a problem for GT Goku. Because he is going to be having 40% damage reduction, but he doesn't have guard of any kind. So let's definitely do this to get rid of the AoE. We can... yeah, there we go. We've already seen this, so let's do that. Alright, let's get some orbs. Maybe just try to clear the path for the physical SS4s to get some orbs. How do we do that? Let's just get this and see. We could give them... oh, the physical orbs, I mean, yeah. Or, at this point, the AGL orbs, that's fine. Either way, it's okay. Alright, so, Golden Giant Ape should be doing some good damage here. Doing guaranteed crits. So I'll get 13 million, cool. Super attack. What is that, like that base? Broly did basically... that super seems to be around like a 1.2 million super attack, probably more than that, because, I mean, he has type disadvantage there. That's another good thing about the golden, or not specifically the golden, but any giant ape or rage form, is that you can kind of give an idea of like how much attacks are doing. So, yeah, that just gives you a little bit of an idea there. Is it affected by typing? It might be. They don't show the arrow because it's not like you're taking damage anyway, but yeah. So Broly does get Broly is getting like his attack buff. We see the icon up there. Yeah, right there. 20% with each turn passed. I don't know if that happens like because of a giant ape. You know what I mean? Because like that was kind of like a pseudo turn with the giant ape. But at least he's not doing the AoE, so that is helpful. Yeah, as we see, a lot of passive skill stuff for your characters will carry over. Because, see, they have 77% damage reduction for one turn, and they still have that. But stuff like enemy debuffs don't carry over like that. It's really weird. So, yeah, we can give them these 7 orbs right here. And that's good. Well, maybe I should have avoided same type orbs here, but it's whatever. At least gonna be giving them a bit more leeway in terms of stats to handle those normals back there. I mean, we already saw a super, unless he double supers, which you never know. There's no way to tell. We're probably gonna be finishing off though. With because AGL SS4 hits very hard. No doubt about that. Especially if they're gonna be critting. Oh boy. Okay. A little bit worried about them turn 3 though, because I mean, yeah, of course they're very good turn 1, but turn 3 they do have guard and around like 1 million defense. which that sounds good, but these days that actually isn't quite enough. It was the last video, I guess the previous stage, Dragon Ball Z edition. I saw the LR Tech gods, I think turn 3. They had like guard 1,000,000 defense, and they took like over 600k from a super late into the fight. Against, was it like, it was the physical Buhan, or I don't remember if that was what his typing was, but yes, you have to definitely look out for that. Broly's not doing AoE this time around. We're not able to get this AGLS4 out. Healing from those same type ores might have actually hurt us a little bit. Oh yeah, I love this OST. This is a very good choice. Alright, well, at least get max key here. Now, as is for Vegito, let's just hope things go okay there. Alright, where's the super attack? Right there. See how Vegeta handles it. He's at least got Saiyan Roar up, but we don't have the 10% damage reduction support just quite yet. Okay, he handles that reasonably fine. It's alright. Okay. And yeah, I didn't mention this yet in this video, but my him potential build for Giant Vegeta is still built for World Tournament. I don't really feel a need to change that. I could definitely understand people wanting to build him with like his anniversary equips for sure, but I plan to still use him for World Tournament, of course. And critting in World Tournament gives you better points. Being effective against all types also gives you a lot of points too, but I think critting gives you even more. So that's why a lot of World Tournament characters want to build full crit. Alright, how's he handle these normals? Okay, good dodge. Okay, he's handling fine. Alright, cool. Alright, now this is a little concerning of a turn. They're at 1.5 million defense, which is pretty good, but like, you never know. Yeah, he's not going to be like getting attack buffs or anything like that. We'll get this 6 orbs, just try to... What are their stats jump up to now? 1.69. Okay. Now, let's get this, see what the orbs are opening up to. Oh yeah, 7 right there, that's good. Alright, so if they get super at all here, preferably would like it after they super attack. Nice. Full dodge kicks in. 21 million, it's pretty good. So, at the very least now, since they're going to be doing like their barrage of a whole bunch of super attacks, I doubt they're going to be dying. They don't have any damage reduction, but I mean, come on, there's no way that this Broly's going to be doing that much, right? I mean, maybe. You never know. I didn't really want to trust AGLSS4 in slot 1 because he is very good stats-wise after he supers, but before that, not so much. Full dodge. Yep, that's how you do it. Alright, 31 million. Let's see how he handles this. We have him at 24 key, so he's going to be giving us the guaranteed additional super, and that's definitely going to be finishing off here. 20 million. And cool. Alright, now we're going to be moving on to Bojack here. We're just slightly above the HP condition for transforming. I do have... yeah, okay, good. We're just slightly above the HP condition to transform into the Golden Giant Ape, unfortunately. Or, if only there was a way for us to take a little bit of damage, but not really. Well, I'll get a Dokkan attack at some point, which would be cool in terms of damage. We'll probably try to get that out at this point. Let's do this, and let's see what we can give GT Goku. He's type advantage here, which can be good. Let's give him these STR orbs. That'll be good. Alright, super attack right away. Okay, that's respectable. Well, now we're under the condition to transform, which is good. Just a little bit below it. We're at 65% HP. Gonna be all good now, huh? Doesn't he get more attack when his HP is low, if I remember that correctly? I think it was either like attack or defense. Yeah, 30 million. He probably has like a crap ton of his link skills active, maybe like 6 or 7 right now. Probably 6, because I mean, he's getting Saiyan for Vegeta, and then he's getting like a whole bunch of those like Super Saiyan Goku links from physical GT Goku here. 18 million. Not the highest we've seen from him, but what, we got like 6 orbs with him? That'll be all good. I'd never really care. Like anytime I see like lowering defense, like what's funny to me is that the most important that lowering defense has ever been to me is for specific characters that have like parts of their passive that get activated by debuffs. Like for example, the TUR STR Cooler EZA, he has a chance. Well, he has a guaranteed attack that has a chance of being a super if the enemy is an attack or defense down status. So that's like the most important thing is if there's a boss that could be defense down status, like, you know, that's a benefit to me. But anyway, I don't know. I always check that, but this alright, stop raising up your hands. I want to see the orbs. I wish there was a way, like, I don't know, like the battle motions are cool, but they can be a little distracting sometimes. Maybe I just seem like a spoil sport, but I prefer readability rather than flashiness. Typically how it goes for most things that I enjoy, I guess. So I think it's possible the Giant Ape might actually finish off this base form Bojack here, which I'd be okay with. Okay. So this is turn 2 of the fight, and I think, yeah, we have the physical SS4's turn 2. We might not actually finish, just probably a little bit short of it. I don't think this super is killing. Probably just barely living, yeah. That's okay. Normal attacks are doing quite a lot at this point, huh? Alright, there's a super. That's 2.5 million. My goodness. Was he always doing that damage? Because if so, then that Giant Ape Vegeta is the GOAT. Being able to just take that and not take it for very much. But, I mean, nowadays, like, that's not, like, the worst. But it's just being able to having to deal with it right away can hurt some people. So what is the thing? Oh, he gets extra defense. Oh, he actually is lowering our defense from the 3rd turn, so we're not there quite yet, which is good. We're going to be knocking him out here. This SS4 is 1st turn. I think it's going to be important to get a defense stack with him. I like to avoid same type orb so we can transform with the other one here. Let's do this. Yep, let's do that. We're probably going to be getting the Dokkan attack next turn. It's been working out, just kind of flowing off SS4 Vegeta the entire time. It's okay. Alright, so we're at 65% HP, and SS4 didn't need to heal for us because we weren't below 44% HP. So, that's all good. Alright, now moving on to turn 3. Yep, there we go. And we're going to be doing this one as well. Let's just go crazy with it, huh? I don't think we're gonna... Well, okay, let's maybe try to save those AGL orbs for SS4. Which SS4? One of them. AGL SS4, of course. Because, I mean, we have, for this rotation, Giant Ape Vegeta, SS4 Goku, and then the GT Vegeta. So how much is this gonna do here? 1.6, okay. He still hasn't gotten a lot of his stats though, because like, I think it's after, yeah, he keeps buffing up his attack with each attack received up to like, what, 200% or something like that. So eventually he could get to a scary level. Okay. Normal attacks are getting up there in terms of damage. Alright, so since this is turn 3, next turn is turn 4, we're gonna have the physical SS4s and finally be able to transform with them, maybe. We haven't even gotten them to fuse yet this entire video. Most of the time we're just wrapping up the fight before that can happen. But we'll see. How much health does he have? Heck, I mean, we'll just have to see what happens. Well, you never know if GT Vegeta just wants to go crazy for us. So, yeah, let's go for these 4 orbs here, and then with Vegeta, okay, there's 5 orbs. And we get the Dokkan attack with Giant Vegeta here. He gets a 21 million attack stat. Sure, we'll go ahead and just try to do this. Alright, cool. I remember I found like a very specific thing, like if you ever struggle with the Dokkan attack, which might sound funny for some people, but I guess sometimes like the variable speed can throw people off. Something I've noticed that I don't think there's any, like I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Like once you see like the arrows, you kind of see how like the arrows is pointing down at Vegeta right there, how they're like doing that. Same thing happens whenever you like press the buttons for the Dokkan mode. When you see the arrows pop up, that's when it means it's safe to press it, and it'll register it as like a complete hit, if that makes sense. Like once you see the arrows around the button, then that means you press it. Well, we didn't get to see the Physical SS4s transform once, but that's okay. Very strong team. We just need that one more character to replace AGL SS4 Vegito. I wonder who that will be, huh? I wonder. Well, that's okay. So, we got that done. No category mission or anything like that, which I'm a little disappointed by. I wish like all these stages had it instead of just the last 2. But next up would be Movie Edition Part 3, so we'll just have to see how that one goes. Let's go ahead and accept the mission, which just gives us 5 stones. Cool. Now let's look at the stats, see what we're dealing with there. Movie Edition Part 2. Alright, so Metal Cooler. Pull up the handy dandy calculator. 2.2... Wait, no, I did that wrong. Plus at max 100%. Like, it's not too unlikely you'll do like 10 attacks against that phase, so we'd be doing like 4.4 million. Keep in mind, like, all the attack buffs do apply towards normal attacks as well. Now as for this guy, him lowering your ki, weird display bug, but that's not a 2% chance of it happening. It's just weird display. Not too much of a struggle for certain teams. Maybe against like the 10th anniversary LRs, because they actually do struggle for ki. But Giant 8 Power, not so much. But this should be doing maybe like 4.5 million or something. I don't know if I'm just mathing wrong in my head. Yeah, 4.5 million. Okay. Now, yeah, this guy's doing 2.8 canceling dodge, but it's whatever. Wait, by the way, I haven't really paying it because he can do 2 supers in a turn. Okay, so we never saw that though. This guy stuns, as we did see though. Okay, kind of typical there. I mean, whatever. Now this Broly, he has AoE. Okay, they actually do display the AoE here, which is good information to have. AoE damage 1. That's basically like whoever is in the slot that's getting hit by it. All the other 2 characters that's not directly in the slot of the AoE, they take that much damage. It's always variable. It's just whatever they want it to be. They could make it even across the board. I think I've seen some events that do that. But so 2 plus, I mean, this is a very similar number to one of the earlier phases. Yeah, 4.4. That was a Metal Cooler. That was basically doing that much. But this is with each turn passed, so it might not be too likely that all of it builds up. Maybe, depending on your team build. So, and then Broly here, he is greatly raising his attack for 1 turn when he does his super. This Broly doesn't seem that bad to deal with. I was a little scared of it because I was thinking like, oh, maybe he just hits really hard, but 4.2. I think the physical SS4s could have, especially after they super, they probably could have handled that. Like maybe taken some damage, but they probably would have lived, huh? Okay, so now Bojack, 2.2. That's all he's really doing there. Okay. This could be scary, but we didn't even get to that really. Now, as for full power, he's really raising his defense, which doesn't matter. It's dumb. Now let's see, about 3 million plus 200. He's doing 9 million after a while. Oh goodness. Okay. It's kind of funny that this is like tied to 99 turns, but a lot of these phases towards the end are very difficult, huh? It's always just such a shame to like make it this far and just die at the very last phase. This happened to me in a lot of previous Battle Hardened Formidable Foes fights, but thankfully not this time around. We got through it. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Like I've said, next up is gonna be stage 5, so we're gonna see how that goes next time. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Y'all have an amazing, lovely day, and be sure to check out the Baba Shop.